Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crossroads. I'm your DM, Donna. Fuck. What is it?
Are you trying to steal my identity?
Yes.
Are you?
I'm Dono. Hi.
Well done.
I'm Dono. I'm your DM for this session, not Dippy. Dippy used to be a player this time.
Of Crossroads. What if I DM'd an episode of Crossroads? What
for
would
you?
that look like?
Oh my god.
something
Round table
like-
DM, that'd be
Something
hilarious.
like this. I'm just Canna for a session. Imagine if Canna went missing and then I came in and you had to DM a whole like section of the world in Crossroads for like a couple sessions until we found Canna. That's an idea. Put it on the chart. Put it on the chart.
Fantastic. It sounds awesome
and terrible.
I don't know how I would go without Canna for so long.
Hi, I'm Dono. These are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Hello.
Aren't they lovely?
Hi, Dippy.
Hi, Emily.
Say hi to yourself.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Welcome to Crossroads. This is a homebrew campaign based around the D&D 5e rules and such. There is a lot of homebrew in this. It is not based on anything within the D&D canon. It is based within a homebrew world of my own creation, where these lovely players get to play in it, navigate, and learn all about it as they go along. Contrary to popular belief, most of these guys have only learned what they've learned as they go. And if they ask me if they ask me questions, then I tell them answers, because I need to make a source book of this thing. That is a fault of my own. But maybe I'll start working on that, put some time in the week to write like a certain area a little bit. It wouldn't be a big source book.
You gotta do my spreadsheet idea.
Can I throw a either like a Dapper D thing or a fun like I don't know, like once a month thing?
Mm-hmm.
D&D writing.
Oh, we have writer's block.
Yeah, we have writer's block.
We could do a writer's block where we do like where I just lay out the baseline of the lore of Aeolodon.
Because I have a world that I'm kind of working on. I just have a basic outline on that I need to finish. I have a whole last one shot already done and all the accompanying lore. But I need to expand the world from there.
Something that has extremely helped me with writing and doing like planning for sessions, and if I get a second during the week of my chaos of being a stay-at-home dad and having children and homeschooling and everything like that, if I get a second, I know how to use the mic setting now on my writing, so I can just write down everything because I'm terrible at typing.
There you go.
But I think it would be, I mean, it would be fun just to have like a more in-depth version of writer's block, like once a month.
Oh yeah. No, well, writer's block is like once every 2-3 months. Not right now.
Yeah, writer's block is not a regular recurring.
Yeah, it's
All right,
just
well,
like
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be like maybe that could be a good show, because we have openings for shows
next year.
Let's finish up this year, and then. But like,
let's look at 2025.
Anyway,
for, like,
hey, here's a really awkward transition, guys. Where did we get these lovely sounds that are coming into my ear holes?
Dippy,
well,
go for it.
Well, I think I know. I think they come from this lovely source called tabletopaudio.com. And I believe that I would ponder to guess. No. Tabletop Audio is this wonderful audio source for you to get your background music, ambient noise, sound effects, and sound pads that you can put together for your own games, for your own causes. You can use them for your in-person or your online games by going to their website, tabletopaudio.com. They're not a .com. They're a .org.
Are they a .org? No, they're a .com.
Oh, they are a .com. Okay.
Oh.
You can go to their Patreon, and you can unlock longer versions of background checks. You can hook it up to your smart devices so that you can activate noises just by talking to the microphone that's constantly monitoring you. And no government agent is listening, I promise.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Frank. You can buy shirts from them. They have merch, and all you got to do if you use them in an online game that's going out onto a platform like Twitch is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, tabletopaudio.com, for being the music to our ears.
Nice. All right. So, is there any announcements that we want to make for the page or for the channel?
Next episode of the Inquisition is on Friday the 8th. Next episode of the Dapper D's is on Monday the 4th, and and those will both come after my 26th birthday. So.
Oh, Dippy's getting older.
And but yeah, that's all on my end.
Okay. All right. So, without further ado.
Also, Dadley's not here.
Dadley's not here.
Yeah, Dadley had a long soccer practice with one of his sons, and he's pretty tuckered out. He's wished us good luck.
As they go to, I will be making rolls for him because with such things as this, there's probably group checks and coming up and shit.
Right.
So yeah, just wait, and you're gonna need them.
Good to know.
Yeah. You can ask. Now, I will say, coming up, you can be able to ask and interact with the crew and ask them for help, or I will have like a mass group check for the crew. It's just if you guys add anything, it can help to succeed and build and whatnot. So DCs will be dependent upon how well they can roll. But with group DCs, so for a little bit behind the screen, if anybody wants, not like if you're watching and you want kind of like an insight, this is how I do group checks. If I will have a larger number than like 30, and now I will have all of them roll and then add all those up, and if it beats the larger number, then they succeed within their group check. If it's yes, and that's kind of how I just do it, because and they can add bardic inspiration, they can add basic inspiration from the DM, they can add like heroism, whatever the fuck they want to it. Also, I would like to let people know that this is not a channel meant for children. This is adult content. We don't do that warning enough, but you will hear, like, there is talk of sexual and murder, and it's D&D. We don't hold back.
Dude, God dang it.
We do have some sensitive content that comes up every once in a while, though we do our best not to do anything too terrible.
I feel like we just need to put a tag in the corner of the screen.
We do. I should just make that.
That just says viewer discretion, adult content.
TV rating 16 plus. Or TTV, twitch.tv rating 16 plus. I don't know. Maybe Twitch has its own thing for that. Oh, just very quickly before we start the session while Donna's talking to the family, go ahead and give us a follow if you're interested. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. Give us a Prime sub if you're interested. We get the money and you get the ad-free experience at no extra cost to you if you have a Prime subscription. Give us a subscription on YouTube if you're interested in seeing all the VODs at ANIPOD YT. Go follow our Instagram to get caught up on our live and some pretty dank memes from Dono himself. And there's a link tree in the description of the stream. There's a link tree in the description of the stream, as well as in most of the YouTube videos that you can find. That has a couple of other things on it. Just navigate your way through that if you're interested. The best way to help is by following and watching all of our shows. Thank you.
Happy spooky time, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Happy All Hallows Eve, my distinguished guests. Yeah, I am generic sports fan because I'm not dressing up twice. I dressed up yesterday, and I had a good time.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
The shirt is like 98% spandex. It's great.
This is a very nice shirt.
I have a very fuzzy Friday the 13th hoodie on. That's about as Halloween-y as I'm gonna get right now.
Yeah.
Halloween-y.
I got a Jason Voorhees mask.
It's spooky.
Oh, there you go.
For Halloween. What is that?
Oh,
it.
It's
When
the
I get
stinking
cold.
coots.
In case you get cold. Okay.
Yes.
It's hot in my house right now. It's been 61 today.
I also have a heated blanket, so
Yay!
we'll
Lucky.
see. Cause
I-
it's been raining and cold.
I have found, so I've been deep cleaning my house. I have found 3 heating pads in my house. I didn't know we had any. So
I have a
that's-
whole ass heater.
All right, let's get into this game. You have a whole ass
let's-
heater? Oh yeah, house heater.
Yeah. House heater, yeah.
Okay.
We still space
I
heater.
have one of those too, but I don't like to. Oh, I'm one of those people that are just like, eh. All right. Ah! If somebody other than Dippy gives a review of what happened last time,
How dare you?
I will give you
gonna get in my water.
advantage as a group
All right.
on the first group check.
I will go get my water while they do this.
So,
How good does this need to be?
ooh,
Yeah.
1 page or half a page worth of information.
Half a page worth of information.
Double spaced with the paragraph.
So about 100 words.
Yeah. About a
Literally, that's all I wrote
Oh my
page
god.
and a half? Cat.
on my tiny notebook.
Okay.
So, what? Oh, why are you taking my nerds? Anyway,
He is your nerd. Okay?
he is my nerd, actually. So,
I wonder how that sounded on stream.
Sounded like you broke someone.
we're on a boat.
On a boat! Yeah.
We're on a boat. Anyway, we're on a boat. Canna decided. Oh, wait, I have a word limit?
I'm counting the 100. I'm counting the 100. I gotta do this 10 times.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
I can
okay.
give.
Let's get
Anyway.
started, shall we?
We're on a boat. Canna caught a fish, then decided to climb the mast to go skin said fish. With an Aracroca.
Yes.
Who?
Ooh, you just reminded me to
Talks.
pull up my notes.
Yeah. Hey, Dono, pull up your notes. An Aracroca who talks like, good old Southern grandpa. You can't understand a goddamn thing that he says, but he obviously knows what he's doing.
Literally, Dono had like gibberish, and then I went, yes.
Yes. That was fun. Lux made a new friend and introduced the only female crew member to Smut.
It's a terrible idea.
Which
It's a
is
terrible
almost more
idea.
sexist now that you think about it.
Abner and Avery ended up sparring after almost pissing off the captain thoroughly in an attempt to pull a fast one on Canna. It didn't work. In which case that we discovered Avery can turn into a lot of things, including a giant wolf spider.
Oh,
And
fun.
that Abner has a deep-rooted fear of said giant wolf spiders. So,
It was a pre-stream thing, but
yeah. So that was fun. And then we all talked and convinced Canna to do a faux date, so that way the said only female crew member will know how to have a date and kind of what to expect once she's able to go on a date. And then
I was almost offended.
and then there's a storm.
yeah,
Did I get it?
yeah. Okay.
Great.
So I'm going to start this session off with a crazy question. I can see the storm.
Yes.
Can I use one of my portents to possibly, like, change the path that it's going on, like, based on a roll, and have it, like, avoid us by some amount, if not, like, entirely? Because
You
it
want-
does on an action that I can seek.
Hey, Archfey, or what's the title that we went with for you?
Sovereign.
Sovereign of Natural Chaos. Does that sound like something that can happen? A natural chaotic
Stranger
entity.
things have happened.
Does it sound like you can overcome a natural chaotic thing
I
that
told you
must
it was a crazy
happen?
question. I told you it was a crazy question.
Yeah.
But my point still stands. Could I?
I would say, Dono, that depends on the power level of said person trying to perform said task.
I don't think you have
I'm
that
just saying,
yet.
I have, in a different campaign, you know, the wish spell is a powerful tool. And it's a power that must be wielded wisely.
You're not wrong. I love giving the wish spell to somebody that doesn't know how to use it correctly.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, I skipped an entire ocean-going voyage on a 1% chance that it would actually work.
Shit.
And I managed to hit the 1%, okay?
Good.
Stranger
Oh my
things have
God.
happened.
You know what, Dippy? What is the role? What is the
I
role that you
have-
want to give up?
So what it is that like the thing that had happened was
Yeah?
the direction of the thing, and you made us roll like at the beginning of the last session, and I assume that had something to do with the storm.
Yes.
And I
It was
have,
a 1d10 that I
I
made
have
you
a
guys roll.
low roll, and I also have a high roll. And if it was a 1d10, I also have a high roll on a 1d10.
Yes.
I have a 5, I have a 9, and I have an 18.
Okay.
That if I expended one, I was like moment of clarity, like, oh, that storm isn't traveling our direction, it's traveling that direction. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, it's a crazy question. You don't have to humor me. You can just say no.
You know what? I like your enthusiasm and I like the creativity. I'm gonna give you a 1 in 100 chance of it working, and then I'm also gonna put another percentage in it for something else to happen.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna tell you. Are you willing to take that?
oh, jeez. That's
Do it. I'm just saying I managed to succeed on a teleportation spell on the descript. No. It gets even better. On the vague description of this place that was seen through another player's dream.
oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, this was like a 1% chance. Go
Okay.
for it.
So, review
And I
what I'm
want you
getting.
to roll.
I'm getting
I want
a
you to also
D100.
roll on not D&D Beyond.
I'm rolling a D100.
Yes. And you have a
on
1%
D&D Beyond. Hold on, let me pull up
chance
D&D Beyond. Let me
of
pull up
that
D&D.
working.
Oh,
So you have to meet the one that Emily rolled on a D100 to be
Why'd
able
you
to
remind
switch it
me?
to a 9. So whatever happens doesn't happen. Or if you roll above that, then something else is maybe
I
seen.
literally have to roll a 1 on a D100 and any other number something else happens?
It could be any no. I have some information that if you roll to a certain percentage, you gain it by trying to do that.
I just say go for it, my dude.
That actually doesn't sound too bad. I gain information if I fail.
Yes.
but
If
it's
you
still
fail low enough in your percentage.
Let me say this. Does it get worse if I fail badly enough? Because then
No.
I probably won't.
It's
Okay,
already
good.
bad.
Okay,
So-
okay, yeah. As long as it doesn't get worse when I try
already
to
bad.
do this.
You can't make it worse.
As long as it doesn't
Summons
get
a purple
worse
worm.
when I try to do this. That's the main thing I was So I have to roll a D100 on D&D Beyond. Where? There. No, here. There we go.
Okay, I want to be able to watch this on. Let me.
A D100.
How do I see game log? Okay.
Game log.
Okay, first of all, do I have... It's going to take forever if I have my acceleration turned off. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Canna too, right?
Brave.
Okay.
Okay, graphic acceleration is turned back on, so it's not going to take 1,000 years to roll this D100. Alright, 1 D100 on D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
To literally change the course of a storm. Here we go. It is literally an 01, or is it a random number?
It is an 01.
It is an 01.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. No.
22.
Oh.
That's pretty good. That's low. It's almost
if you
a divine
okay,
intuition at high level.
mark off importance.
Sure.
So you can give up
guess-
your second one, or another one if you want to try again.
No.
Are you sure?
One. Well, normally I would have 2. I could go from 1.
Yeah, you've got a third to give up.
Did I gain any information from a 22?
No, unfortunately, that was slightly above where I wanted you to be.
I'll try one more time. Sure.
Okay.
A gambler always quits before
All
he
right,
hits.
wait. I'm gonna say one more thing. If you give me 2,
Oh, I was so close! I was so close!
okay.
It was an 11! It was literally like tipping on the 0, 0, and then it tipped over to the 10!
So that's
fucking hate
better.
that.
My god!
Okay.
I will take. I mean, an 11 is something, surely.
So, as Canna sees the storm, and the captain yells, "We've got a storm a coming! Everybody, get ready!"
I like look out towards the storm, and I try to tap into my moment of clarity, like looking in the direction of the storm. And the first I'm looking at it, at first I'm like, that looks pretty bad. Wait, and I look closer. And I look closer, and it's still pretty bad, but
Okay. It's... Let's just say you realize something very bad about the storm. Also, make sure you now have only...
which one of my importance do you want me to mark off?
whatever one
The
you
first
would
one
have
I
given
marked off
up.
was the I was gonna give up my 9 and then my 5.
Okay, then give up your 5.
So I have an 18 left in the tank for a 4.
You realize that this storm is not just... It is a magically created storm that is more powerful than that of a basic human can create.
Oh no. I look off in the distance, and with my moment of clarity, I begin to understand that this is a magic storm.
Am I right, Dono?
Do you
I don't like that laugh.
Okay! What do you guys
Not
all
okay.
do? What do you guys all want to do to help get away from the storm?
Cosplay life.
I'm gonna start rolling. So we have how many crew members? We have, I believe, 6, if I'm right. No, there's 1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna do like shipmates. No, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 4 are ones that can actually help within the thing, Barrelman is able to keep perception, and then Captain and Sully can give advantage to 2 crewmates. So I will be rolling.
Interesting.
I'll be rolling 4 dice.
Okay. 5. You're rolling for deadly as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'm gonna roll for the crew first, and then you guys are gonna add to it, so I can like have a story that I play through the dice. So, alrighty. Goodness. So you guys instantly see Blacks and Gavi, grow and tie tight the mast as it catches wind from the sails and the reins as it pushes it forward. Now you can see, as who are you? Oh, hi, cat. I thought my dog came up to me. You can see Dawn come popping out from the cellar, and she's like, "What's going on?" Face is completely red, like in a black case, like, and she's kind of like a little sweaty, and she's like, What's going on? As she slips on her.
We just interrupted an experience.
Yeah, and she is like trying to get herself together. She's a little flustered. Now Gunner begins to look about, gets water splashed into his eyes as he's just like, "Oh, fucking hell!" As he slips down the stairs and falls. As both
I turn to the captain and I'm like, this is probably a lot worse than you think it is.
Oh, I think it's just as bad as it looks.
There's something magical about this storm, Captain.
You don't fucking say.
I can't put my finger on it, but this isn't natural. And that's like...
Nature is magical.
Oh no, you don't understand. And I just, like... I'm not making any assumption about what it is, unlike some of my colleagues, but...
Hey, I can make a random guess and still remain impartial, thank you very much.
I can make a random guess and remain impartial. I love that. Can you turn the...
Yes, I'll turn the music.
Just a little.
I was about to ask, like, is this a bit loud?
It's just a little. That's right.
God, come on, mouse. There we go. Okay. Oh, all right. As the crew of Helena, the captain's going to pick up Gunner, get him onto his feet, give him a reroll. As Gunner gets just a slightly better one. Now, as he clears his eyes and gets looks at everything, begins to look, as he's like, okay, what can I do? As he's gathering himself, and you begin to see him slowly strap down the cannons as they're moving, so not to swish and swirl as he goes down into the lower levels and straps those all down, and he takes his turn to do that. You can see as what is it, Sully will look at Dawn and just be like, "What in the hell have you..." Oh wait, no, wait. "What in the hell have you been doing? Get up there. Get to work." She's very flustered with her reroll. So, what do you guys feel like you can do in this situation, as I am going to roll for the storm?
I have something very pertinent that I can do, but I can only do it for a minute.
Okay. A minute could make the difference.
I have a gust of wind that I can cast. As a Triton, I have the ability to control the wind with a gust of wind.
Okay.
I can concentrate on it for up to a minute after casting it with one action. A line of strong wind, 50 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose. So I would have to get to like the back of the boat and then aim it at the sails, probably. Unless that's not how this works.
No,
It starts its turn in the line, must succeed on a strength save or be pushed 15 feet away from you. Any creature in the 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you. The gust disperses gas or vapor, and it extinguishes candles, torches, and unprotected flames. It causes protected flames, such as those of lanterns, to dance wildly, and has a 50% chance to extinguish them. As a bonus action, on each of your turns before the spell ends, you can change the direction in which the line blasts from you. So, I assume that I'm kind of looking off the back deck already, looking at the storm.
Yeah.
I can be in a different place if you want me to be.
You're going to the back of the deck, looking off to the storm, and you can push off. Yeah.
Moment of clarity, and then I turn around to the counter, and okay, so I kind of clap my hands together, and I'm like, okay, just don't fail me now. And I will, like, put out my hands in just, like, this instinctual, like, I came from the water, I should be able to do something about this. And a gust of wind will emanate from my hands pointed at the sails.
Okay, make me a magic check. So using your intelligence modifier, roll a d20.
Ooh. That's an 18.
Okay.
On the die. Plus, is it an arcana check?
Magic. So you're using magic. Because you're not... Arcana is identifying magical, I imagine?
Am I adding my spell attack modifier?
Yes, you're adding your spell attack modifier.
Plus 4. 22.
22? Okay. We got 20.
Actually, spell attack would be plus 7, which is 25.
Who themselves got a...
So either a 22 or a 25, your choice.
Okay. I need to beat... Okay. 22 we'll go with.
To an 01. I was
Okay.
that close to an 01.
Alright. So, anybody else? What are you adding? Or what are you doing? What are you creating? What can you bring to the table?
Seeing how frazzled all of the crew kind of is, Avery's gonna get to stand in a spot where they can see everybody. Basically, everybody kind of try to get everybody within 20-foot radius of them.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Calm Emotions.
I knew that was what you were gonna do.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Make me I believe it's a wisdom check then? Or,
They have to make a charisma saving throw against me, unless you want me to make a wisdom.
since they see you as an ally, they wouldn't not like fight it, but I need you to like just the power of the calmness that you give them. So we're playing it as like character's role.
So just plus my wisdom?
Yes, plus your wisdom.
Don't family now, brand new dice. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That'd be 22.
Okay, another 22.
Wow.
Very nice. Okay.
Wow. Look at that.
Okay. Emily, is there anything that you're not bringing up or anything that you wish to add?
Mage armor.
Very well.
There you go.
So,
I can't do
thinking
anything
ahead.
else.
okay.
Thinking ahead.
That with the successful calming, Dawn begins to collect herself and is like, okay, I can strap people down. And grabs the ropes and begins to tie you guys to the ship itself. So if you are to be tipped over, you stay with the ship and can not find your ways back to the surface. Or if anybody is thrown off, etc., they can climb back on to the rope.
Lines.
Yes,
Yay.
lifelines. So you are each all strapped, not within a like couple minute period. Really quickly.
Lifeline.
Yes, lifeline.
I
Yes.
cast Mage Armor when we set off.
Okay, that's fine.
I just wear my armor.
I took my spell slot off for that. I realized I hadn't done that.
I'm just kissing a crewmate.
That's grunge. It's just like, get off me.
Nah, they love it. All right. So as you guys begin to do these different things and not push this boat, it keeps itself steady against the storm and is able to push forward without gaining any or losing any distance from the storm, and you guys gain an extra bit of space. The crew is the crew in total is going to be adding a 45 to the entirety of the checks for what they have given. Now for the next of these, I will begin to find out what happens as you guys begin to push forward. What do I want to do here? How do I want to play this? So as you guys are pushing forward and such like that, we're gonna say that we're gonna hit a wave really quick, and you're gonna feel the ship tip and bow, and I need everybody to make a concentration based check to be able to hold.
Okay, well, mine is just a straight up concentration check because I'm using Gust of Wind, so that's good.
Dirty 20.
Awesome. Dirty 20.
It's either an 18. Yeah, it's an 18.
Okay, you guys are all able to keep your steadiness. I will roll for 12. Who got a 10?
Oh dear.
And falls on his ass, but isn't currently bringing anything to the table. So that is okay. As he falls onto his butt, begins to slide towards the deck, but is able to catch him because he has a +4 to his constitution. So he stays steering straight. 12 is going to take his turn to help. What is the thing that he can do? He's going to help the captain hold the boat tight and keep on course instead of like being let go and such like that. So he's giving the help action to the captain. All right. I'll roll for him. Cool. He doesn't know how to steer water vehicles. As he gets up there, he's like, I can help. All right. He just stands there. Okay. Next up.
It's not a set of reins, it's a wheel, and he's like, what the fuck? How does a wheel work?
What the fuck's a wheel?
What the fuck is a wheel?
Dippy.
Yes.
Canna make me a perception check as you are towards the back of the ship.
That's a 38? No. Okay. That is you said perception?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13? Cool. You see just darkness behind you as the storm is crackling with thunder and such like that. You can see what seems to be like the waves being pushed up and being pushed towards you guys as it hits the side of the boat, tipping it back and forth and such and shaking it. Is there anything that you guys, as it's shaking, you guys can begin to feel it want to tip over? Is there anything that you can do that can help the ship to stay steady?
Can I... Shape water is instantaneous. Can I use shape water without breaking my gust of wind?
Is it concentration on gust of wind is like...
Gust of wind is concentration. Shape water is not. It's just an instant effect.
But it is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay. I can say that you can down it a little bit. It's not going to do a lot, but I mean,
I can like catch water that's about to like splash onto people and impede them doing their job.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yes, you can do that. It's not concentration. As you begin to, you can swat water away, keep it off
Basically,
the deck itself, so as people are running about, you don't slip and fall. And
it's
you keep
a 5-foot cube, so I can protect like one area, and I'll protect like the captain's area, so that he's not like.
Well, it's a 5x5x5, which is a large portion, like it's a couple gallons of water. So you can just keep the deck cleared as you're pushing the wind out your hands. Yes.
Also, can I tell that my gust of wind is doing anything?
It is pushing it forward, though it is small.
Doggo.
Doggo. Obi.
Oh, you puppy.
Obi.
So, Avery's gonna do the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
only with create and destroy water.
Ooh, that's even better.
They're attuned to big waves, so they can do create and destroy water at will.
Okay. So you are literally keeping the water still around the
So basically, as like a wave comes up and starts to like tip the ship, Avery immediately casts create and destroy water.
Okay.
To reduce the mass that's hitting the ship.
I am gonna have you make a magic combatant roll with that. So you're gonna compete against what is magically causing the waves. So
Okay.
okay, so we're gonna
An
roll.
initiative roll.
It's like I'm gonna roll my magic magic attack with
So
I'm
we're
having one
rolling
of those
spell attacks.
days. Yes, we're doing spell attacks. Thank you so much.
Okay.
My mouth is not wanting to work today. I am so sorry.
Hey guys, I'm really glad I took that boon to raise my wisdom permanently to 22.
Fantastic. So I got a 23. What did you get?
That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24.
24. You just barely beat this, and
Yes.
you can feel the storm rage behind you as you're able to calm the water, so it's just pushing the ship. You guys gain even more speed away from the storm itself. As time begins to tick by, you guys are using spell slots and such like that. Now, we will roll for how many that you use at the end of this. But with how well you guys are going, you are making your distance from the storm itself. If you keep this up, how many spell slots would you guys be willing to give up in order to keep yourselves going?
Well, the gust of wind is an instinct. It's a racial thing. I can only do that once per long rest. After that, I can do another thing once per long rest as a racial thing, which is wall of water. But I don't know how much that would help.
It could, if you get creative with it.
I mean, Avery's willing, in order to keep the ship in place, is willing to like sack as many as they need to. Like I said, because they are attuned to big wave.
Oh yeah.
Create and destroy water is an at-will thing for them, so they don't have to expend a spell slot to cast it.
Did I not put charges on that thing? It should have charges.
We'll look it.
Okay,
shape
then I
water
should-
is an at-will thing.
I will fix that because it should have a few charges, but at this point we're okay. Because it
Shape water
creates
is just
certain
a
amounts of
cantrip
water
that will
through
fit in
itself.
the
It's just Sorry, Dippy. So I will fix that later. But for right now, that's what it says. Okay. Yeah, you guys continue to push past.
Hang on. One thing
Yes.
I would like to do, I just have to double check it.
I'm gonna check if I can move wall of water on my turn. Create a wall of water on the ground.
Can I do, so Avery kind of feeling basically essentially it's a contest of wills between Avery and whatever it is doing this, kind of concentrating on that. They're gonna go ahead and expend a wild shape.
Okay.
But in doing so, it's a little, they feel it that it's a little bit different, and a constellation kind of like appears on their chest, and it's the constellation of the dragon. So when I make an intelligence or wisdom check or a con saving throw to maintain concentration or spell, I can treat a roll a 9 or lower on a d20 as a 10.
Ooh. Broken. No, we're good. Waterbender shit. Yes, Elutra. Oh, we gotta hydrate, by the way. While we're fighting a storm.
I've already done that twice.
Thank you. So, all right. As you expend this wild shape, changing your one of the stars upon yourself glows, and you can see the form of a dragon being taken, or a drake, as well. You have a creature or whatever. Being put upon your chest as it glows. Your eyes begin to shape and radiate light itself as your casting ability of spells becomes even greater, fighting this entity as you guys push forward slowly, as you begin to feel after a hour of fighting the seas,
Oh God. Okay.
begins to
yeah, I don't
give
have-
up.
Avery's kind of a badass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Fox is not.
After my initial gust of wind help and my shape water, the only thing I'm really doing, if we're an hour into this, is shape water. Also, I do have my decanter of endless water. Now, it sounds stupid, but hear me out. I can do geyser from the decanter as often as I want. And it produces 30 gallons of water that gushes like 30 feet long in a geyser out from the decanter. As a bonus action, you can aim the geyser at a creature. So, would that have like a propulsion effect if I were to just like hold the decanter out the back of the boat and just like blowing? I mean, it is small.
Okay.
But it is a
you're just-
30-foot geyser.
I get that. I
coming
get that.
from-
And this is a 150-foot long ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you make me an intelligence check.
That's just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
It's 14.
14. It's worked in smaller boats. But you also remember every time that you've had to do it, you've had to buckle yourself down because not only is the propulsion going that way, it's going this way.
Yeah, equal and opposite reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So no, I won't. I'll do that maybe once and then realize how that's
you
not
get
gonna
flinged
help.
50 feet forward
Yeah.
into the first mast.
Like, hold on, and I like fly backward from the force of it as well, just like up against one of the masts.
Okay.
That's a great image, and I just slide down the mast to the main deck, and I'm like, I didn't help, and I like.
Okay. I'm gonna make a
We'll
roll.
just keep doing the shape water thing.
Okay. Avery, what is your passive again? Where's
Perception or insight?
my perception?
19.
19? Okay. You just see darkness out there as well. As you see the storm begin to give up, and you see it almost recede backwards and dissipate. You guys are greeted with nice sunny skies as you continue your travel. You have beaten a storm.
I feel like he wanted that to be more than it was.
Did. But it's okay.
But we beat it! Yay!
But we beat it!
Good job! I wanted it to
It's
be
like,
more.
damn it, I have incredibly crafty players.
You do. I do. And that's a blessing. You know, I just have to,
calming the storm around the boat with create destroy water.
Okay.
I thought I had create destroy water. Apparently, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have to use any of my non-natural spell slots.
I think what I meant to put for this thing was control water, but I put create destroy.
I'm okay with it.
I know you're okay with it. You're about to go into a desert. I'll fix
You're
it.
about to go into a desert. I love it. I mean, but I already have my decanter, so
You
I
do.
can like.
I just see Avery standing in the middle of the deck, like with this constellation kind of glowing around them as every time a wave comes up, it's just whoop-ah, whoop-ah. Avery's badass.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
12 acknowledges that. Maybe not to your face, but he acknowledges it.
Paul is still looking at the captain, just like, so, how do I drive this? He's like, that's not your job. At all. Go away. Like, "But I
no,
wanna
no,
help."
no. He's just staring at Avery going, what?
What?
All right. So, Lux, what's your passive?
19.
19. Oh, okay. So it's the same. Okay, cool. You all just
And
see
mine
it still
is-
die.
And mine is 15 in case
I mean, Avery's aware that something was actively pressing against their own will. Can they make a perception check as it starts to recede?
Go for it. Yeah. What's 12's passive? It's got to be decent, right?
Guidance.
Guidance. You touch yourself in guidance.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Help action.
And...
Canna's giving the help action because he discovered.
Canna has the worst passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and he's an investigator.
Yeah.
So he has the he has a 20 passive investigation.
28.
He ate.
28.
Okay.
Did you take the help action from Canna?
Oh, I didn't take the help action from Canna. I can. It was... No, it was lower. Lower.
28.
I'm just getting in the way, I guess. Okay.
As you look back, you can see what is a shadowy, like, tendril dip back into the water.
Oh, great. Oh, fun.
Does it give me the same vibe as the kind of possessed person that took Shovel?
In fact, it does.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, wait a minute.
Avery drops kind of their their combative stance that they have on the deck and releases the wild shape as they kind of round on Canna and immediately go. They pick him up and straighten him, hands still on shoulders.
I like to imagine that you pick up like a wet Canna, shake him out, and then put him back.
Yeah, pretty much.
I fucking...
Avery's
like,
just
water
soaked to the
slips
bone at the
Water
point.
already slips off of my scales. I mean...
So it is. It's exactly like just taking like a...
Just...
It's like a silicone mat, just... whoop-ah,
Yeah.
and everything's and it's dry.
And just like...
Go.
That like popped something in my back. You might need to do that a couple more times.
I think that you and I need to have a conversation about the entity that took your tongue. Because he just tried to sink this boat.
And that's all he says. It's just... And then he gets like this look on his face like, wait. The thing that tried to take my tongue just attacked the boat. Island. And he just kind of immediately like tenses up. I want to cast Sending.
Okay. Oh no!
Uh-oh!
I know!
I have sent fantasy away! No.
I had a feeling. Let's see here. They said
The layout!
The layout! No! Oh, there you go. You're back. Okay, cool.
2 minutes, by the way.
Still there. Okay. As you go to cast Sending, Dawn's gonna come up to Lux and just be like, hey, so Does is a throbbing sword like a magical item or what? Because there's some of these things that are, I think they're suggestive, but I'm not sure. What is this book? As we're gonna go take them.
No.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
We'll be right back. Maybe take a little break. and welcome back. How are we doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So like a throbbing sword, is that a type of magical item that I don't know about,
damn it.
or
We picked up
Do I-
exactly where we left off.
do I?
I don't
that
think
s-
now is quite the time or place for this
Huh,
discussion.
I was having a I'm going. You weren't supposed to hear that, and she's gonna walk off.
Casting Ascending to Islan.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is over table. I'm gonna regret this. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Hey, do you happen to know where I am? And also, is where I was just experienced a storm? Please let me know. Thank you.
You hear breathing.
Breathing?
For about 10 seconds, and she goes, you have 30 minutes. Ends the message right then and there.
What the fuck?
She does not,
Not-
want to talk over message.
I'm not casting Sending again.
Good. Would you like to cast Locate Creatures? You might get some.
Do I have? I do have Locate Creature.
I was about to say, I have locate objects.
I have Locate Creature as one
Women
of my
are not
full
objects. I'm kidding.
Objectify women has the women as the object of the sentence.
Can I also
Okay.
do something?
Sure, go for it.
Do I still see the girl?
Oh yeah, Dawn. Yeah. She's
Yeah, done. I'm gonna telepathically tell her it's a really good juice box.
Dono, you alright? Are you okay? Oh my god! Oh my god!
You just cleaned out Donna's sinus.
Fantasy, you almost killed Dono. Fantasy, you almost killed him. You got him in exactly the right moment to try to kill him.
Dawn dies. She just dies. Okay, she goes comatose. One, she just heard
Dawn-
voices in her head and said that it was a really good juice box. She's
Dawn-
what?
Avery, preparing for a response like this, was already standing behind Dawn, so as soon as she faints, Avery just reaches one out and catches her.
Oh my god.
I'm rated at 16 and up.
Rated PG-13.
13, maybe.
It's a really good juice box. What? Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I can.
It's my favorite water gun.
I can cast Locate Creature as an action and concentrate on it up to an hour. and as long as the creature's within 1,000 feet of me, I know where it is.
I should go. Do you cast it?
Yup.
At about 900 feet away, you feel Islin's form floating in the ocean. About where the storm was.
Fuck. As soon as he locks onto Islin's form, he will... I'm trying to remember what, like, important shit is on my robe or in my robe. I don't think I have anything, like, because my spellbook is in a holster. I'll have my spellbook in, like, a little, like, harness thing if I doff the robe. And, like, all my other stuff is in my room. I turn to Lux and Avery and 12. 12 is standing there too. He's not here right now, but he is standing there. I turn to them. I doff the robe on the deck. And I say, I'm so sorry. And I dive into the water off the deck.
Okay, so when you doff the robe, you realize that you have the lifeline on you. You take it off as well, because if you had just jumped in...
I doff the robe, like, I imagine the lifeline kind of comes with the robe when I doff it.
It's just like...
Like it was tied around me, but it comes off when I take off the robe.
Yes.
And I say, I'm so sorry, and I dive into the water off the deck, and I start swimming in the direction.
Gunnar screams, "Man overboard! Throw that wind!"
I
Avery...
dive under the water. I dive under the water so that you just see like the column of
little
bubbles.
wake lines.
You just see a column of bubbles and wake lines, and that's it.
Avery says,
like,
"Shit."
20 feet under the water,
knowing exactly what's going on.
Dawn in your arms.
I can
Throws Dawn to 12.
Oh, okay.
And immediately cuts the line and runs after Dippy. After Dippy. Dippy jumped overboard. No, after Canna, and holds one hand out for Lux if they would have come, but they're already like heading overboard as well. Basically, if you grab my hand, I'm gonna grab you, throw you over my shoulder for Iron Man style, and I'm going to jump off this fucking boat.
I don't know how to swim.
Great. So Avery Fireman carries Lux off the edge of this boat as they yell to the captain, "Be right back," and jump straight off. As they hit the water, they cast water walk on themselves and just start running in the same direction that following Canna's bubbles.
Yeah, I believe that you can swim faster than you can walk, so...
I have a swimming speed and a walking speed of 30 feet. So,
okay.
like, if I dashed, I can, and I probably am, I can go, like, 60 swimming feet in one. Swimming is not I'm not impeded by swimming.
I want to do some
A normal creature's swim speed is about half of their walking speed.
By the way, the water walk does also cover Lux, but Avery knows that they can move faster than Canna, so they're just carrying Lux.
But carrying Lux affects your speed.
Bitch, I've got Long Strider too, so like, oh.
I'm just waving back.
I'm amphibious. I can dive as deep as I want, and make it so that bubble column and wake trail is less and less.
Mm-hmm.
It probably that Islin is deeper too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, never mind. I mean, are you really gonna lose us?
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like. Are you gonna lose me? Is the question.
Let's go with, what is it? Would it be, it'd be survival for tracking. Go with survival. Dippy. I don't know, are you trying to lose them?
I'm not necessarily trying to ditch my companions.
Okay. So
I mean, I did literally just ditch my companions, but
that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you're keeping up with him. He is making like fucking strides and shit like that.
That's okay. Just to humor a contested roll, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit.
So I can add. What would I add to that? Like acrobat, like dexterity, constitution,
stealth.
like stealth. It 21.
21.
It was a natural 20.
Okay. So you're keeping up with him for a while, and then eventually he gets to a point where it's hard to find him. You can still see the ship out in the distance. How long does Water Walk run? How long?
Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to find the spell. Donde está? I have too many new spells.
Donde está
The Water Walk.
mi spellbook?
Oh, here it is. Less than an hour.
That's an hour? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can stay on the water for a while. It's decently calm being in the middle of the ocean. You don't really get too many waves unless there's, like, storms are brewing. And massive wind, or there's an earthquake, which it's not really a thing in this world. You begin to travel, and I'll say that Dippy's able to get, like, ahead of you. Canna is able to definitely... he's not having to deal with that as much, even though you do have Water Walk and not Long Stride and have really good eyes. It's one of the first times where Canna is beating you, and it seems as though the drive that he has currently is greater than your desire to find him.
You can see my form kind of rippling in the water below you as you're using Water Walk, and I haven't described my tail too much up to this point, but Canna has, like, he's a humanoid figure with like human arms and legs, but out of his backside is a snake, a finned snake tail, like an aquatic snake, and that tail is just like whipping. It's like whipping like back and forth in the water, providing more propulsion as I dash. Almost to the point where I'm not even using my arms to like swim in the water. I'm just like streamlining my arms and letting my tail do most of the work. And it looks like a big old fucking fish just in the water looking down.
Once they do lose track of him, I'll go ahead and cast Locate Object.
Okay.
He's got a spell book with him.
Yeah. You know what it looks like. It pings.
I dug.
You see it
and
moving.
I start following that.
Okay.
As I feel like I'm getting deeper and deeper at this point.
There's a point in time where Island realizes that you are coming towards her and dives deep. So at a certain point, Avery will notice that they are underwater, but you are able to stay close. Is Locate Object concentration?
It is.
Is Water Walk concentration?
It is not.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, I was about
I was like, I know that one for sure.
Okay. Canna. You see Island in what is not her normal attire. It seems as though that of, like, it's almost like robes of such, but you can see shimmers of shadow come off of her as she seems like she has a power about her. Like, you were for a long time, you have known her as a certain person. Mm-hmm. And in this moment, she is able to show more of what her true self is, outside of what she was showing before. She has this layer of, even within the way that she swims and floats, that she has confidence as she sees you. Make me an insight check.
That's a natural one. I'm gonna... I have inspiration, surely.
You have importance.
I have an 18 portent. This is pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
An 18 would give me a 23 insight.
Okay.
I'm using it.
No matter how much she gives off the energy of, she is like, you get this vibe of, I'm pissed, but you also get, and you can tell because you know her, because you've been with her for a very long time. You see the little smirk of the woman that you fell in love with, as she's just happy that you actually came. She looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
And waits.
Oh, fuck. There's a moment in time where this looks... There's a moment in time where this looks like a standoff. They're both just floating there. Canna and Islin are both just like floating suspended in the water, staring at each other, waiting for someone to make the first move. Canna will make that first move by simply offering out his arms in a gesture for a hug. Not saying anything, but offering the gesture.
She's gonna come closer. And she's going to slowly come, bring a hand in, grab your collar, and lay a fucking kiss on you. And then she pulls you forward out, and she says, "Who the fuck is Sarah?"
Whoa!
I check in on you for a second, and you're talking in what seems like a flirting motion with another woman?
Okay, I thought this was gonna be about something else, and I give them like a hug, even if they're not reciprocating it.
She's make me a grapple check.
A friendly grapple. That's a 12.
She also got a 12. Ezra's just like, no, go away, stop.
No, it's literally,
it's like this constant, like, no, come on.
It is literally not even close to what you think it is. And it's been so long since I've seen you. Oh my god. It's like... I'll explain Sarah first. I don't...
Please.
Lux. I don't know if you met Lux. Lux was the friend of mine
Yeah.
that we met at Carnival. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know her. Sarah is Lux's likeness. So Sarah took her visuals from Lux. Lux is a changeling. We figured that out along the way. And she took her base form from this person named Sarah. Sarah's a good friend of hers, and we talked, and it was lovely. But I was only having a conversation with Sarah to get, like, you know, we were in town, we were making sure that we were ready before the boat trip that we were going on to save a couple of people from the Kingdom of Silvercrest. But do you know how long I've been waiting and waiting and hoping to have an opportunity to just talk to you?
Dippy, will you flip me a coin?
Oh my god.
Because that sounded like you were trying to be very persuasive.
I maybe should have explained the tongue first. I'm not changing from heads is persuasion, tails is intimidation. Oh, I can't tell. Normally I can tell, I can't tell. Oh, thank God, it's persuasion. Okay, and that is a 23 persuasion.
Okay.
He'll get the zing of realization when he, like, has that mental check.
As you feel like irony substance fill your mouth as you're talking.
Irony.
Yeah. Or metallic like substance. Now fill your mouth. As you're just like, oh, I'm just spilling out my guts right now, and I'm not realizing what's going on. Okay.
Okay, wait. Two other things. And I bleh, underwater, but instead of bleh, like straight down, it just goes like it fills out a space in front of him. Yeah, it floats in the water in front of him. Just this big silvery metallic. No. Yeah, this is a replacement of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get that fixed, but secondly, I'm sorry for everything, and I just kind of like.
Okay.
I explained to her in a competent way what I've heard about, like, a proposal, like, oh, this is a proposal, and I didn't realize that at the time, and also, like, it was a little intense that I was being offered a pact from an elder god, and, like, I don't know if that was properly explained before you ran off. Like, I was getting a pact from an elder god when you did that to me, and, like...
I should do some explanations, too.
Please. Because I've been so confused for so long, trying to figure out what any of that meant.
As, I've been being raised by that that you call an elder god. I call him a well, it's one of the creators. Ever since, you remember that day that you found me?
Yeah, on the beach,
yes.
With, like, a gash in your head.
Yes. That was a moment that I first met them, and they had also sent out a help from somebody, or out to somebody. Canna, do you ever have dreams where you're just floating?
More often than I'd like to admit.
So, that's part of your connection. Let's backtrack here. I'm getting a little flustered too. Can I just, can we just, I need to get a little something. No, I can wait. Wait.
No, what is it? What?
You're so dense. You're so dense. You're one of the smartest people I know, but you're so dense.
It takes...
Grabs your collar, kisses you again.
Okay. Is this another attempt at, like...
No.
At the tongue transfer?
No.
Oh,
I will
good.
explain that, and I have been explained... He didn't know either that it wasn't a thing anymore. Or they,
It wasn't a thing anymore! Oh, God! That was an overtake. That was
So, no.
As I passionately kiss them.
Okay.
Back. Like, yeah.
So, from that point, I had contact with him mentally and in my dreams and such, and there's a lot of Tritons that are connected to the Elder God, whatever, the core Titan.
What is his name? Does he have a name?
He forgot it a long time ago.
He forgot his own name.
Within creation, but there's a whole legend and everything, and he's not trying to take over the world. There's a prophecy of change. There's a prophecy that something will change and that he will be one of the most important pieces of it, and there are things that need to be found to either help prevent the change or so that they can better... It's very foggy. You know how prophecies are.
Right.
They're never straightforward, and they're so goddamn old.
Of course. I mean, we came across a story of creation in a cave, and it had something about the prophecy in it, and it was bogus. Even well, not bogus.
Oh
but
yeah.
It was musky to me.
Real quick, Shovel's lovely.
You met
Oh
Shovel?
yeah, we kind of.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry about that, by the way. They kind of were just there, and we couldn't really we had to leave. And
no, well, yeah. I mean, I was worried for a long time, but I mean, you had your own stuff to deal with, I'm sure, but back up again. A storm? A storm? What was that? Was that you? Or was something else?
It was the only way I could probably think to stop us. It was kind of him helping out. I was getting I gained sorcery abilities through him in my connection with the...
Congratulations.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good, honestly. I can make these little things, and she appears like what is a almost sea serpent type shadow creature that pops out.
Ooh.
And she's like, yeah, these are my little helpers, and I can get them to do things for me. I used to have when I first started, it was people that he sent out and followers that he had. But now I kind of can just summon them.
Wait. Did you make a pact with him? Is there like a piece of paper somewhere?
There was a little bit of one just to start out, but then it changed and became better as I grew closer and such with him. You have the ability too.
You're not indebted to him, are you?
No. It's a whole...
Okay.
I'm helping in a way. I'm one of his many eyes, is the kind of thing. As through the connection of the blood... Okay. There are many Tritons. There are not all that are from the bloodline of the Primordial. Or the Elder God.
Right.
There are many different families, and then there are lesser families. I am part of one of the lesser families, but still being connected to it. You know how there's royal people that are kind of like dukes and sovereigns and whatnot, and then you have kings?
Yeah.
Okay, and the kings are really connected to something that's very important, or they were the individuals that took over.
Yeah.
And then you follow that bloodline.
Yeah.
There is a reason, Canna, that you look the way that you do. Have you ever had moments of feeling like there's shadowy darkness or things that kind of like the floating in water in deep dark.
I've had a few dreams like that. I had an experience where I was at like this college party and I was floating in like a bathtub full of beer, and I had a moment like that too. Long story. And
Yeah,
I saw like this thing. I saw this thing in the water. Was that you?
I was worried. You did say some mean things, though.
Over
I
table.
forgive you for that.
Over table. That fucking hurts. First of all. Second of all, well done. Back in table. I was very confused because I didn't know why. There was just a sudden change, and he was like really, really imposing too. Like, do this or you will die. Like, something like that.
He's not great with his words.
Yeah.
People used to only listen to like the scary bits. I've been working with him on it.
Well, that's certainly a positive. Do you want to, like... Are you, like, tied to the sea that you can't, like, come back with me?
Oh, no, I can go on land. It's just right now I don't really have a home. Anymore. The last trip that my father was on, he passed away.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And
I never got to meet him.
yeah.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, you've met her dad.
Oh, then it hurts even more. I'm like, oh my god.
He was very
So
like
nice.
he
What happened?
was a fisherman, and he would go out deep into the sea and fish and such like that, and be gone for like sometimes days. And it was one of the things, like, she had a lot of free time on her hands, but he always opened up his home to her and like created a space and stuff. So
I have a traveling cart that houses like 5 people, and we've been going everywhere. The only reason I don't have it with me right now is because we are on this ship to go to Drew to save these people for the Kingdom of Silvercrest, and we kind of got involved with saving the Kingdom of Silvercrest and the connection between them and show the bridge connection that they have from a rock and a dragon. Yeah, the big fucking bird and a dragon.
yeah.
Like, yeah. We saved that bridge, and we're kind of like heroes now. I wanted to get my tongue fixed by a healer, but she couldn't do it because, well, this thing is cursed.
So like when sometimes it sounds like you're getting a little angry or being aggressive, it's just the tongue.
Yes.
I'm just putting Dippy. I'm just putting that like in this, that you're not realizing it, but the tongue is working to be intimidating and such like that. And she's like just listening and understanding, and she's like, so. This thing has been fucking with my flow like the entire time that I've had it, and I've been trying to get it fixed. Okay.
And the first healer I went to couldn't fix it. The second healer I went to said that the third healer that I'm going to now can fix it because he has the powers of a wish. And maybe that's good. Like,
yeah, that's great.
But whenever I get this fixed, you can come with me, and we can have a life together, and we can, like, do everything that we were supposed to do. I love you, Whistling. I still do. I always have.
Well, I love you too. Canna, there's something coming.
I turn around.
No, not here. No. He keeps talking about needing to find... There's a thing that's happening within the ocean. There's a void that has opened up. that is swallowing things.
Well, that's not good.
And I need... Oh. There's these stones that need to be found that could stop the void, or... We don't know everything about it, but it seems to be sucking magic into it. And with
Priority
that...
number one.
Yes, okay.
Well, priority number one is like this, but priority number two, which will become priority number one as soon as this is fixed. 100%.
Okay. So, I can't... I'm looking for these different stones as well right now, and we need as many people on it as possible, and...
Of course.
I'm currently also doing other
Pretty sure we had
jobs.
one of them. For like a very short period of time, we had something like a stone.
Did it look like kind of like, yeah, like an egg-shaped kind of like stars?
Yeah, we had one for like a little bit, and then someone from the Feywild came and stole it, as along with Lux. So,
Feywild. Okay, I'll send somebody to that.
Yeah.
Shit.
One is probably definitely there, but I think they might be using that stone to slow the progress of something happening in the Feywild as well, if I were just to take a guess. So, might be hard to dissuade them.
Okay.
You know of an event taking place soon.
I hear a whisper from a pigeon.
Mitigating.
Wait. Avery has to go to the Feywild, and we're probably gonna go with her.
Them.
Sorry. My apologies.
You hear a fucking on the back of your head.
Ow! like a compression of water. Just... Avery's gonna have to go to the Feywild, and we're going with them. I'm sure if you explained, you could come.
Like, as your date? Or,
Of course, hon.
okay. So, the other thing is, after this is all over, I did try, and but like, we can talk about it later if you want. Like, do you
I grab her hands? If what you were trying to do when you violently removed my tongue and sent me on a wild goose chase was proposed to me in an act of true love and marriage, my answer is yes, hon.
Hey.
It is. But I have so many more important things
that
to like be chasing after. I'm sure you understand.
I understand. It still kind of hurts, but I also know that I'm being selfish. So, you know, just...
I kiss her again.
Oh. I can see how that's a little intrusive in the middle of a conversation. Still nice. Let's promise after all this, after everything's done, that we find a spot somewhere. Look for a place where we can get married.
A family, a life.
Okay.
Family? What? No family? You don't want little...
I mean, like, I kind of want to enjoy it for a little bit, but...
Oh, of course. We don't have
I
to
am
have
selfish.
Yeah. Listen,
but look, here's the deal. In our travels with all of our things, let's look for a spot.
Of course.
To get married.
Of course.
And then
I'll have
houses.
an eye out.
Okay.
Actually, I feel like I know this really great hotel.
Yeah, you want to get married in a hotel?
Well, not in the hotel, but it's in a pretty good spot.
We're gonna transition up to Avery as you're having this whole cutesy little conversation.
Yeah.
Avery, what are you doing?
I love to imagine. I also pause. I love to imagine that all of this, because we're underwater, has been in Aquan, has been in Primordial.
Yes, I have been
if they
thinking.
were trying to listen to the conversation from up above, they would just hear. Like, it's great.
Avery knows Aquan.
Oh my God, they do, because I taught them it. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So, and with mind reading, you just have to know one common language together.
Yeah.
So they would both understand what I'm talking about anyway.
Yeah.
That's great.
So,
Avery is angry. By the way, the cleric has ceremony.
it's too damn soon. They just got back together.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there. Anyway, Avery is angry pacing a circle in the water right above the spot that Canna is. I'm pretty sure, unless Lux has insisted on being put down, is still thrown over their shoulder as they're pacing in a circle. Fluently cursing Canna's stupidity of running off to meet the girl who got his tongue ripped out and almost died for, without bringing backup. And cursing the stupidity.
Oh, she's gonna be mad. They're gonna shit. I keep doing that. I'm sorry. They're gonna be mad when Canna resurfaces and explains everything, and it looks.
Canna, make me a charisma roll just for funsies.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
I think Luxa might have to talk Avery off the edge of beating the snot out of their partner's brother for being stupid.
17.
17? Fantastic. You stay down there a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right. So, Avery, you're there. I'm gonna have a one-on-one session with Dadley later because he's just on a part having to explain.
He's missing all of this. Deadly, I'm so sorry.
No,
this is I guess him missing this is how I felt when I realized that my episode was when he died. The episode I missed, he died.
Avery,
the episode he misses, I get back together with Island and work it all out.
after a long tirade of cussing and Sylvan, addresses Lux and goes, "Killing him would be inadvisable, correct?"
Yes. But you can make his life a living hell for a minute.
Oh, he has no idea what's going to happen to him whenever he gets back to that boat.
I assume.
As you have locate object, it is still like there is a moment where the book is not floating or like is not being moved by human or by like organic means, but instead just
drifting.
Yeah,
It's just
drifting,
floating in the water.
And it's just like make an insight check.
Oh.
If you think Avery won't kind of lose their mind, because Avery and Canna have long butted heads on the difference between intelligence and wisdom. If you think Avery won't
Avery doesn't know what I know now.
destroy water their way down to where Canna currently is. Fortunately, Avery has a really high insight.
Oh my god!
That's a 31.
Okay.
31. I really. Oh my god. The player just realized the flip side of, oh, Canna's spellbook is drifting. What could that mean? It could mean two things. Oh.
So yeah,
Oh
you can surmise. You can make whatever assumption you want at any point. It does eventually come to a point where it comes back to Canna. But yeah, so
After a moment.
Avery has the foresight to stick their head under the water to see if they can't hear anything.
Oh, come on.
make a perception check.
If it's
with...
just voices in Aquin, then they're satisfied he's alive and will wait.
Yeah, you hear the. Yeah, we'll say it's just voice. There's sounds.
Was that wait? Was that charisma check? Should I make a performance check?
No.
No.
No, Avery won't do that. They're satisfied that he's still currently alive.
Can I make a not performance check? It's a.
That's what.
No, you're good. You're good. It's a high enough charisma. You add your performance later, but.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay. Man, this is gonna be fun to do a one-on-one session with Dadley later. Like, what the fuck happened? Okay. Dippy, when does Canna want to come back up? Because you don't know that Avery's following you.
Take a minute. Locate creature. Can I change locate creature's target?
Does it say that you can, or do you have to recast it?
To the nearest creature of a specific kind, so long as you can have seen such a creature up close at least once. The creature you described me. Okay, I will say this. In the rules of the spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
Well,
the ocean is running water, isn't it?
It's more still in some areas.
It's.
We're gonna ignore that real quick. We're just gonna ignore that a little bit.
Running water.
Because I don't want to have to redo this whole thing.
Yeah, no.
Also, she she did.
I cannot. No, I cannot change my target.
Yeah. Okay. So
after about a minute, after a reprieve, he will redon everything that he took off, including the spellbook harness. Excuse me. And he will look at Islan and he'll go, whew. Okay. First of all, I'm pretty sure that in my haste to get to you and anticipating something different happening, my companions followed me and are probably waiting for me. So I don't know. I don't know if it would be better for you to be with me or not. I'm assuming it would be better if you were.
You should
you
probably
could explain yourself.
Listen,
to them and not to me. Because
that Avery scares me a little bit.
They are very scary. We've had our disagreements. They had the same assumptions and ideas that I had for a little bit, but they continued to hold on to them, being that your intent and purposes were nefarious. I know differently now. They still don't.
If I had a choice after doing the things that we just did, I would like to not see people and instead relax. What I will do for you, and she's like, can you summon your familiar for me?
He just like crawls not out of anything. He's like been hanging on to my back.
Okay.
Like the time I've been swimming, ink just like crawls up to my shoulder. And he's just so happy to be, like, wet for an extended period of time again.
Okay. He touches ink. Says, with you, I make this bond. And she imbues some of her shadow magic into ink. And you can see that his form, You know the little salamander from Frozen's 2 that has like fire and stuff that comes off of it? He now has shadow that comes off of him.
Oh. Oh, look at you. And I look at him. Well, that looks pretty nifty.
I have given you. So, I've imbued you through something of a familiar of yours. The blessing of an Elder One.
Damn, okay. Sounds impressive.
So, you have a connection now with him.
A direct connection.
Yes. It's... You can talk to him if you want to, or you can just talk to me. It's kind of, a lot of people get really intimidated by him.
I can talk to you through him.
Yeah, I don't... I might be busy sometimes, so just please, you know, message ahead of time.
No, sorry.
It's no. I mean, like, I want to hear from you, but you know,
Considering I assumed the worst for the longest time, I'm so happy to have flipped that to something much better.
But
I can rest easy now because of this.
good. Okay. I
mean, it's obvious you know how to find me now.
Yes.
So, like, don't be afraid in like the next couple of days or so.
I want you to know. I don't want you to leave right now. But I have things that I have to do. But
Understood.
I also understand that we both have our own things to do. And
we do.
I don't want to stop you from doing those things. But please, don't be afraid to check in.
Of course.
Are you okay if I keep peeking in on you through scrying as well?
As long as I don't put up this new spell that I learned, then absolutely. But like occasionally, I will put that up just so nefarious people don't look in.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can find a way so that yours aren't intruded upon, then yes, of course.
Okay.
You can check up on me as much as you like.
Okay.
I know better now, and that's all I needed was to know. And I give her one more little kiss.
Okay.
And I like start to like swimmingly like back away and just wave and turn back up to like go straight back up to the surface and maybe see a shadow of a pacing Avery. I'm like, I better break this to them gentle. And I just like if I can see the circle they're pacing in, I'll pop my head up and just my head up.
Mm-hmm.
Like through the middle of that circle.
Avery, whack-a-mole, now.
Just very gently. I'm not like preceding it with any kind of visual of an attack or of defense or anything. Whatever's about to happen to me is about to happen. Because I am the happiest fish in the sea. For the first time in a long time.
Yeah? I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Okay. We got another stretch. Oh, yes. Thank you. Everybody that's interacting.
I popped my own back.
Oh, we're gonna incoming ad break in a little bit. So.
Oh yes. So we'll have a little bit of.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little break here in a second. Avery, is there anything that you want to say before we leave?
My flow down.
Avery gently sets Lux down. And then fixes Canna with a glare. You suddenly remember Avery was a soldier. With people under their command.
Mm-hmm.
when people do bone-handed things that concerns them greatly. It's a terrifying look. I want to call it the mom look, but it's not a parent look. I think it's the look that only a sergeant who could, who actually cares about his funky
I was literally about to say, permission to come aboard, Sergeant? Looking at the look in your eyes. And I just like my mouth is just, so the top of my head is poking above the water. Nostrils, eyes, top half of fins. My mouth is still just floating gently under the water as he says that.
You're crocking it.
Yeah, I'm crocking it right now. Yeah.
And they go in a calm voice, deathly calm. Of all of the bone-headed things that I have ever seen, this was the most boneheaded thing that I've seen anyone do on any plane.
And you can add that to your record book. And I just so happily, just completely inadvertent to the tone. And I look again and I'm like, I can explain. And
we're gonna go to break right there.
Right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after.
hello everybody. How's it going?
Hi.
So we're just gonna say in that last 15, or that last little break, Canna explained himself. Avery is still
Poorly.
mad.
He explained himself poorly and also in a stupor that may come from something happening.
Oh, real quick. While he's explaining this, is he like blushing or whatever while he's like?
Canna was blue when he dove into the water. Now he's pink. He's not even like a hint of blue. He is like his skin
Just
has
a quick
flushed
insight
pink.
check, real quick.
Like he's pink from not just blushing, but also from the extreme amount of giddiness and love that he has felt.
Got some tuna.
God damn, Aludra! Give Aludra an inspiration.
So anyway, that was a 27.
27.
As Aludra said, Canna got himself some tuna. And when they're married, they'll still be able to say that.
Exactly.
Fantastic. All right.
After you like do your explanation, and then like Avery takes a long second to look, you see the look of dawning realization on their face of things that happened in the interim.
Uh-huh.
And they just reach down very carefully. And the next thing you know, you are gripped by the ear fin as they start dragging you back to the boat.
I can swim back by myself. I can swim. This is
And
making
you
it
get
worse.
to see Avery's temper break as there is just a fluent line of Sylvan cussing from that spot back to the boat.
All right.
Canna learns lots of new words in Sylvan he didn't know before.
Oh yeah, because he just recently picked up Sylvan.
Lux, what are you doing this entire time? Lux, how are you watching?
I'm just watching, just be like, ugh.
You've never had to deal with one of us dragging you by the ear after you've done something.
Because I'm smart and I don't tell you guys until
Oh, shut
after
up!
the fact. Like, very much like after the fact.
That, or you at least let us know that you're safe. Oh, I think we lost her.
Oh.
Go back.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Another moment of silence for Fantasy's internet.
I feel Canna going, you don't do this to Lux. Lux lets me know that they're safe.
There you are. You're back.
So funny thing, it was showing me you guys were moving, and I could still hear you.
Oh.
But you couldn't say anything.
Huh. Weird.
That's weird. Okay.
My internet's been really stupid recently.
I'm
Yet
fine.
another
So-
moment of silence for Lux's internet.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of hard. Ow, ow, you know that, ow, I'm safe, ow, when I'm working it out, ow.
Then do not jump off of a boat without
I wouldn't
telling
be
us
able to
where
work
you're
it out
going.
otherwise.
Well, you could have told us beforehand.
If I had, you wouldn't have let me go.
I would
Ow,
have.
ow.
Momentum carries Canna.
You cut out a little at the beginning.
Avery stops dead in their tracks. And the momentum carries Canna.
I love that this is like 900 feet that you're having to walk. And then as you get closer and closer to the
Has
ship,
the boat
it's
moved,
still-
like, towards
yes.
us
no,
at all?
It
Like,
has been
no.
continuing its direction. So
Yeah, we've got a long way to go
the
back.
sails have been drawn, by the way, so you're no longer like, fucking but you have stopped the boat for quite a while
Yeah.
and added a bit of time to your
Yeah.
trip. But yeah.
If I had said anything, you wouldn't have let me go. Ow. ear tweak.
Yeah, Avery stops. And then...
He said that again after you stopped.
Yeah, just...
Because I know how you felt. Because it was how I felt for so long.
Kneels down on the water, like squats, like Slavic squats.
Yeah. And, like, I can control my body in the water enough that I rise enough out of it to meet you in that squat.
Yeah, just... I would not have stopped you.
Given our past experiences, I was kind of erring the side of 30-70.
Oh.
And I know I sound like a hypocrite, and I'm sorry.
Well, considering that you yelled at me for going off on my own.
Yeah, I did, and that was me looking out for my brother, and I'm sorry. He's his own person.
And this is me looking out for your brother.
I kind of like look back in the direction of the boat. Whenever someone's not here, I just imagine them in like a fugue state. They're just sitting there like, like, just staring off into the distance, like they're offline in a multiplayer game. And I'm just like, but thinking about how 12 has probably reacted to not being able to follow me, or maybe he would have tried to follow me. I don't know. For the sake of the fact that they're not here, he didn't try to follow me. And he's probably worried sick. And Canna realizing that, like, just... He gave me a time limit. She said 30 minutes. I didn't know how long it would take to get to her. Which, in the end, it took, like, what, 10?
Minute and a half. With you doing double speed the entire time, minute and a half.
Shit. 60 feet around. 600 feet, yeah. A minute and a half.
A minute and a half. Avery just still softly, less anger now. Everyone has the right to face whatever they need to get answers. But in a situation where you don't know what you're walking into, and the last time you almost died, then I would have been more than happy to accompany you.
I just saw Ludra's other message in the chat. God damn it. He just sits there silently in the water, knowing what he did, knowing how they reacted, and what this is, and he's just like, I had the chance to see the love of my life again, and I'm sorry that I went into it without thinking about it. But I'm not sorry for what resulted, because she explained everything to me, and we she has things to do. She knows that I have things to do. And she's been watching me to some extent. Probably to a great extent, given the fact that she asked me who Sarah was.
Okay.
And I also realize now that she may have been watching when you set me up on a fake date. So I'll have to explain that to her too, if she looks in on that. But I'm still gonna. Oh shit! I gotta do my Duolingo after stream. Anyway, I've still. We are better than we've ever been because I did this. I could have gone about it differently, but that is a weight that has been lifted from our shoulders. Not just mine, all of us. At least for now. Because at least I know. And that's all I ever wanted.
Avery releases your ear.
You've been holding on the whole time.
Yes. Be sure you're not going anywhere.
It recoils back to his head. The other one isn't, but it recoils that one kind of back to his head. Just rubs it a little bit. Just. Let's get back to the boat.
They nod and stand back up.
I'm sure
and
Charles is worried sick.
Oh, you get the joy of explaining that to him.
I know I do.
As they start walking back to the boat, a little ahead of him, and they stop and turn around and give that a smile that makes you remember that they are Fae. And goes, oh, and if you do have any further liaisons, do let us know that you're safe, lest I come to rescue you and put you in, well, it'll certainly make it difficult for somebody to come.
Understood. And I dive under the water again and begin to double time swim back to the boat.
Also use protection!
God damn it. Oh God.
Yeah?
I'm getting hot in this shirt.
Alright. Canna, you're gonna be the first one back, because I imagine Avery is just kind of like, I'm just gonna take my time and calm down. So.
I will, and I wonder if I can do this, I will swim kind of down and then up and try to launch out of the water like a fish.
Make an athletics check.
Ooh. I need to go back to my character sheet. Athletics. 16?
16? You kind of nicely, and it's like you kind of you want to do a flip, but then you just go ha ha. You make the landing, grab onto the edge. You hear
yeah.
Dippy, you hear it from on top of the ship.
What?
As you see,
like an alarm?
No. You hear somebody breathing really heavily as you look up, and you see a big bird holding a massive book as it's landed onto the ship.
Fucking! Oh my God! This ship slowing down gave it enough time to catch up. And I hoist myself, poof, roll, flip flop onto the deck. And I stand up and look at this bird
Yeah, no, your package came in. It's 12 picks up because I just.
And he's not worried at all. Well, maybe he will be. We'll have to see. If you tell me when you do that one-on-one with Dadley, I'd be happy to join in and help.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, and I like, oh, even more good news. And I just like take the package, and it was just like, ooh, heavy.
No, it's not a package. It is literally a massive.
It's just the book.
No, it is a massive book that it comes in as. Like, it is a big book that shouldn't be, like, the bird shouldn't have been able to fly with this thing. There's a reason that it's having a hard time breathing.
Oh, my God.
As it just holds out a wing.
Tip it a gold.
Okay.
Two.
Throws it in its mouth and just...
No, I added 2 for 3 times.
Oh, okay. And it's like, gets up. As it flies off, Avery, you see just this big bird fly off from the ship. Out in the distance. You too, Lux, as well.
Should I be concerned?
Probably.
All right.
Would you like to try and move the book?
Big, like, as tall as me big? Or, like, what? Like,
It's huge.
what's the deal?
Like, it's almost mid, like, just a little bit past your midsection.
Surely this is... And I put my hands on it, and I'm, like, tipping it. Like, at first I'm just trying to, like, tip it. And,
Would you like to make an Arcana check?
Oh, yeah, of course. I have a +10 to those. 28!
This book is able to hold a lot of information.
Yeah.
So much. And usually when you see them, they are small on a desk and they hold a lot of like warehouse information.
Yeah.
This book has not been attuned to yet.
Right.
It
so
is
it'll shrink when I attune
yes,
to it.
it'll shrink when you're
Okay.
attuned to it.
It'll shrink when I attune to it. Okay.
If you ever
just, like-
so I have just a fun bit of lore. Giant weapons, if they have no one to attune to them, are massive.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to sit here with this book for, like, a little bit. Oh, and, Captain,
Yes.
I don't think you have to worry about any more storms. At least for now.
Okay. What'd you fucking do?
Well, let me tell you. No. I reunited with a long-lost love.
Let's see.
You could say that.
Has Avery and Lux climbed aboard yet?
Yeah, you guys have gotten to this
Okay.
point. You're throwing ropes down to be able to get up. Just able to
Just
climb.
Avery under their breath. Just, oh yeah, he did something.
And I, like, am just sitting there, like, hand on book.
For an hour.
For an hour. I like to think that, like, the book is starting to shrink as I'm holding onto it, and I just have to hold onto it for an hour for it to shrink.
I
all
would
the way.
say for like the first 20-ish minutes, like you can read it and like read the instructions and everything like that. Not get to like getting aware of it, like this is how this book works, etc. Like, you know, write your
Reminds
name
me-
into it.
It reminds me of a scene from Loki where he's in the TWS and he's like, please sign this to acknowledge that this is everything you've ever said. What? And another sheet of paper prints out, sign this too. Are you kidding me? Sign this too. And it's just like... it's just like...
Okay.
That's great.
Okay. Is there anything that anybody wants to do with the rest of their day before?
Avoid dawn.
Oh my god.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Oh no.
Why are you avoiding her?
I want her to get all of the questions.
Okay.
Before she sees it.
Okay.
That's a 10, but then I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, she gets disadvantage then.
Incredible.
She goes, Lux, why are you disappearing? Lux.
Why are you disappearing? That's great.
Why are you disappearing? I need help. You're my friend.
In her mind, I said, "Did you finish the book?"
No, it's
Finish
there's
the book.
It got
Finish the book.
it got wet. I mean, is it used? I mean,
All right.
I don't know.
I will say.
Makes Canna walk by and cast prestidigitation to dry it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Well, you would have to walk by me. I'm still with my book.
Oh no, yeah. Just Avery grabs by Scruff, moves, picks her up, and sits
Hey,
her down
Mama,
in front of Canna.
This has happened since our mother. Okay. Oh, thank
You're
you.
dry.
I'm drier the book.
Everything is.
I'm. If I continue this, I need a dictionary.
Avery just drops Dawn, and then walks off.
Is there a dictionary for smut? Like, oh,
Here.
thank you. Oh my god! As you hear like 10 minutes later.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm just corrupting the young.
Oh god, she's 25.
Think she's actually older than I am.
Oh shit.
She's a year older than I am.
Oh shit. Wait, you're 24?
Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot that you were 24. My bad. But yeah, all the litter is all 25 except for get fucking what is his name? Gunner.
Oh, it does require attunement. Okay, so I will.
Or Scrunch. Sorry, I've been calling him Scrunch. Gunner is his fucking title. Scrunch. All except for Scrunch.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will use my masquerade tattoo attunement to count for my cataloging book.
Okay. So you just have a tattoo?
No, the tattoo that you gave for the disguising thing.
Yeah. So you're giving up the tattoo. So as you give that up, you are presented with just a needle.
Oh.
You still have the artwork of what was last there, but now you have a needle. So
okay. So I still have the artwork, and then if I want to reattune to the tattoo, then the needle has to be put like back in the spot. And just
if you want it to be really nice, you should get a professional.
Wait, it has to be like re-tattooed over the artwork?
Like in the like people that are trained within that need to be the ones to attune it to you. Like within the process, or else you just end up with really shitty artwork.
Okay,
and
then
you could
I
end up...
will. How long does it take to attune to an item? An hour?
Yeah, an hour. It takes like, I think it's like 5 or like it's a minute to unattune.
An hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a minute to unattune.
Has my silver tongue required attunement the entire time that I've been like using it?
Yes, it is a curse. It's part of the
Takes up an
curse.
attunement slot.
Yeah. So what do you have right now?
Right now, my attunement is on my crystal ball, my silver tongue, and my tattoo. And if I stay attuned to the crystal ball, then I can cast scrying on it, like what, once a day?
Yeah.
You know what?
Someone else can have the crystal ball.
I'll unattune from the crystal ball for now.
Okay.
And I have the ring of spell storing in my inventory, but I'm not using it. But to use an attunement slot on D&D Beyond, the ring of spell storing will act as the cataloging book in my attunement slot.
Okay.
Unless I can create an item that takes up that attunement slot. Well, the silver tongue would.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll find a way to make it an item that takes up that attunement slot. But I have everything that I need for that book in the Vault of Magic by
You should be able to just copy and paste with that. It's from
the Vault of Magic by Kobold Press.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it by wait, Vault of Magic? Is that the one that we did like our thing with, or
yeah, I bought there was a Kobold Press sale on Humble Bundle not too long ago, and
got it.
One of us got
Oh, yeah, that's right. That should, yeah. Okay.
So
right, I got confused because I'm like, isn't it? No. Okay. All right.
And that's everything about the book. Okay, then I'll just make this item real quick.
Okay.
Carry on, everyone else.
Lux, you're invisible. Avery. I'll say that.
Canna's...
Oh, sorry.
What?
Go. I have nothing to add.
While Canna's currently distracted on the deck with attuning to this very, very large item, they slip downstairs.
Okay.
And go to Abner and Canna's bunk room.
As you go in there, he says, "Look, the ink didn't break."
He's in a separate room since they're sharing one room. His alchemy stuff is in.
Oh, I thought it was in the same room. My bad.
No.
Yeah. So he's with his he was checking on his alchemy stuff.
Yeah.
Big break.
They walk straight into the bunk room. And take a look at the knots on the hammock.
Yeah?
Are those well done knots?
Son of a bitch.
It is. They are the least qualified definition of a knot.
Oh, great.
So Avery changes them to look like they're perfectly fine. Except they're a slip knot, so that way as soon as any weight's actually put on it, they'll immediately give way.
Fantastic.
It's basically a horse hitch knot.
Got it. Oh, I fucking love those so much. Okay. All right, understood. As someone that not used to work on a ranch and learned how to do those, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like a reverse horse hitch. Not well.
Well,
like,
yeah, basically, instead of having the working end be the pull, what you pull to release it, it's the thing that is holding it together.
Yeah. So 12 is in a different room as you go to do this.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Do you go to see 12 at all as he's like playing with his alchemy supplies?
Yes. Huh? Yeah, as after they're done with this and they're satisfied with their work and the last bit of that irritation is finally taken out.
Yeah?
they go check in on Abner and see what he's up to.
Okay. He's doing his alchemy stuff and whatnot. I think that this is kind of a good spot to end because it's like, we can't really do much more until 12 gets back, or until Dudley gets back in 2 weeks. And we've been going for almost 3 hours now, so. All right.
And so yeah, I guess in which case Avery will continue to watch him work on his alchemy stuff as they kind of sit and just, while he's doing that, they watch him and clean all of their weapons that are now completely soaked in seawater to prevent rust.
Fantastic. Prestidigitation is nice for that, though.
Yeah, no, Avery takes care of their shit.
Yeah, they do.
I can't make that item magical, so I'll just send it to you, Dono, and you can make it magical in D&D Beyond, and then you can give it to me.
Really?
Wow.
You can't make it.
I cannot find a way to make it magical and require attunement. I can't find the way to customize it.
Okay. Did D&D Beyond change some shit?
I don't know.
Does it let you use make it technically a grimoire?
What, like I can edit a grimoire type thing?
Yeah, instead of as basically it lets you, we can talk about it after stream.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we can, yeah. Okay. Wow. Thank you everybody for hanging out, watching, and acting all cool, shooting some b-ball up on the school. It's been nice. It's been a good session. They beat a storm. They Dippy reconnected with his love, and got every single person pissed off at him. All right. Yeah, your adventure matters. Till next time, roll your initiative. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.